Welcome to this Yang Yin class using a chair. Okay, we'll focus a little more on the yin, something to know ahead of practice, but there will be some active work that will be required, especially in the upper body, to kind of support your stretches. Okay, so a chair we'll be utilizing today. It's a little bit higher than when you perhaps use cushions or pillows. So perhaps experiment with this. See if it provides a little more support, a little bit different of an experience for you. If you don't like the chair, you can do this entire practice with pillows. Okay. I will model primarily with the chair, however. Okay. So I'm hoping you'll get a few ideas on how you can use the chair in your own personal practice, right? Maybe it'll spark something in you and you'll go, oh yeah, I haven't done that in a long time, or oh, I'm going to do this. Like this feels really great in my body. So, yeah, anything that you have at home could potentially be a problem. So, chair is here. Let's have a seat facing the chair, hands behind the body, and windshield washer the legs to the right and left. A little bit of mobility. Long, deep breathing. Just two more, one to each side. Even yourself out here. And then press through the hands to lift up your bottom. Walk toward your chair, perhaps, or short edge of your mat, and find your mala. So a little more activity here in the mala. This press out of the feet, first of all. You see I'm going to lift it up a little bit there. And then arms press into legs, but legs press back. Okay, hands could be at prayer. Okay. Also, instead, you could hang on to the chair. Okay, see if you can get your spine fairly upright. Perineum facing the earth. So kind of the base of your pelvis here. And just take some breaths. Don't be here too long. Just take some strength to stay here. Let's do two more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Start to press out of the legs, lengthen them out. Hands can come to this chair seat. And then forearms perhaps onto the chair. Just pause here. Crown faces the earth. So you're nice and supported. Or right hands on the ground. Okay. So hands on chair if you'd like. Perhaps bend one knee and then the other. And you could widen your stance. See if you want to fold any more deeply or not. I'm going to stay here. If you're with me, maybe you press a little more strongly through the feet. Slide the chair away a little bit from the body. Even place the hands on the chair, stretching through the back line. Another deep inhale. And exhale to slide those hands in. Step that right foot to the outside of your chair seat. Okay, that left leg will blade, the foot will blade. You can walk another little bit here, and we'll find a side angle, perhaps with forearm on chair or on thigh. Press through your feet and check to see if that knee is in alignment, the right knee is in alignment with second and third toe. It's a little bit of activity here, right? A little bit of work. A little yang. Another inhale. And exhale as you lengthen that lead leg. Hand could be on the chair seat. We're in our triangle. We'll get to the yin in a bit. Another breath in. And exhale, rebend that lead leg. Hands come to the chair seat, pivot on the back toes. You're on the ball of the foot. You could stay high here in this runner's lunge or version of dragon. We're using more the Yang Yin language, okay? Or forearms maybe to the chair. Stay in this fairly active version or lower the back knee in your dragon. And we will stay now more for a yin length of time. So about 3 minutes in this posture, pressing out of back shin and front foot. There's just a little activity here and through those arms. This is where if you want to go lower, you could remove the chair, slide it away, take those cushions, and hands or forearms could come to cushions. Notice how the stretch shifts as you stay in this posture. And you soften through the face and the jaw. If not, maybe come out a little. Maybe it's a bit too much. That's okay. We want to avoid gripping and see if we can find ease, even when there's some work. Keep that long, long, long spine if you're lifted. Just a few more breaths here. Opening up that hip flexor, front of the hip. Another inhale and exhale. If you're lowered, you can slowly start to make your way out. If your hands are on the chair or forearms on the chair, you may start to lift out a little bit here. Lengthen that right leg, toes toward nose, so foot is flexed. Okay. Hands could stay on the chair as you reach forward. If you don't like the left knee down, rebend that right knee, lift that left one, and lengthen everything out. Okay. So this is an option, it's just a little more active. Okay. So here, okay, or here. Press out of the ball of the back foot, into the heel of the front foot. So to the forearms too. It's a little longer. A few more breaths. We will return to stretching this area more than once. So kind of shorter pauses. Inhale and exhale, rebend that right knee. Maybe you're setting that left knee on the earth. And hands to the floor, stretch that right leg back behind you, land on the ball of the foot, perhaps rock on forward and back on the ankle. A few times. And now bend that knee, draw it to the outside of your arm, your right arm, okay? And then plant that left foot, or get there however you need to get there. Back into this mala. This active press still. Knees open. Bottom toward earth. Tall-ish spine. 2 more breaths. Another inhale. And exhale to press out of those legs and use the chair as a support here. Lengthen the legs. And forearms onto the chair. Widen the legs maybe a little more, and then bend one leg and then the other. So bend to straight, little side to side. So a few more times. And then find center here. Walk the feet in a little bit more, and then step that left foot to the outside of the chair. Other leg steps back, and then blade it. And open up into your side angle. Using the chair, not using the chair. Here for a few breaths. Press out of your foundations. Top shoulder rolls back. Explore the neck, perhaps. Around 3 more breaths. 2. Final inhale. And exhale, lengthen that lead leg, hand on or off chair. You can adjust to where the chair is as needed. Triangle pose here. It's like between 2 panes of glass. Just squeeze in on that mat. 2 more breaths. Take a final inhale. Exhale, return to the side angle. Bend that left knee. Take a peek at knee and ankle, or knee and toe alignment. Second and third toe here with the knee. And then pivot on the back toes or on the ball of the foot in this high lunge again. You can take a few breaths here on the hands or on the forearms. Pressing evenly through the forearms. Sometimes one, you'll get more weight on it, right? As evenly as you can. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale deeply. And exhale as you maybe lower that back knee for our 3 minutes here. So choose if you'd like hands on the earth maybe, or on those pillows. If you're finding the chair is not suitable, and maybe explore your angles with the chair, right? How you can maybe rest upper body, but keep lower body active. Let that pressing your foot, your shin, your forearm. The mind starts to wander, as minds tend to do. Bring it back to sensation in the body and or the breath. And if the thoughts are really racing, it may be a way that you're trying to distract yourself from sensations in the body. So you may even want to back out just a little. Find something sustainable, still work, but there's an ease to it. Maybe your gaze is turned to the center of your forehead. Eyes open or closed. A few more breaths. Another inhale. Exhale fully. Inhale. Active exhale. Slide those hands in. Lengthen that left leg, toes toward nose. There's a nice variation here. Even just to acclimatize, let the hips release a little. Okay. Or if you'd like, have to replant that left foot for this. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and then straighten again that front leg and flex through the ankle. Hands are on the chair. Press out of that front heel and ball of back foot. A little longer here. Deepen your breath whenever you can. Inhale. Exhale. Ha. Final breath in. And next time you exhale, flatten that left foot, bend the knee, place back knee down. If it wasn't already there, re-lengthen that left leg, or you just stay, okay? And then pause here with the hands down. And then see if you can draw that left leg through and back. Ball the foot grounds. Stay in stillness or rock on the ankle. And a final time, okay? Take that left leg, bend it, take it to the outside of your arm, plant that opposite foot, find that mala. And there's a press out. I started to sink and I was like, no, press out. Starting to relax a little too much. And now lower the hips, hands come behind the body. Or hands come behind the hot body, and then the hips lower. Lengthen those legs out. Here we have the chair or bolsters, okay? If you have the chair, you might slide it away from you, place the hands on it. This is where chair and bolsters together can be nice, because a nice tall bolster can go underneath the head and use the chair. And press those legs down into the mat. We're often passive in yin, but we're keeping a little activation here. A little more yang in terms of this engagement and press. It protects our joints more too. I'm doing this more and more. You can keep that press. You can still soften the feet like in yin. There's still some firmness in the fronts of the legs. A little longer here. Another inhale. And exhale to start to roll up through the spine. And pause at the top. The legs soft now. Clasp the backs of thighs. Draw the legs toward the chest. Depending on the width of your legs, this may or may not work. You could forego the chair and do this caterpillar without it, or forward fold, okay? So here, the legs could come under the chair, okay? And you can adjust so that you can do the pour forward over this chair. But let's find a little integration here first, okay? You could be doing this, again, just without a chair, okay? Stack of pillows, okay? Sit up nice and tall, press through the legs. There's still this little activation through the fronts of the legs, especially in the beginning. And then fold. And it could mean chair's further away, chair's closer. Chair could even be under head. Okay. I really like this. And then start to find where you want to stay. Notice where your attention is as we start to quiet more in our practice. Longer moments of silence. Notice the workings of the mind in those situations. In this moment. Breathe into the back of the heart. Another inhale. Complete exhale. Final breath in. And exhale to start to lift up from wherever you are. Maybe the hands come behind the body. Press a bit through the arms to open across chest and shoulders. This kind of staff pose here, this nice tall body. Even more active legs again. You walk the hands back a little bit, open across chest more. Few more breaths. Really countering what we did. If you're rounded forward. Another breath in. And exhale to sit up tall. For now, slide the chair away. And take that left leg, either it could stay where it is actually. Just keep it where it is, or tuck it underneath the right leg. and that left leg will cross over it, whether it's long or bent. Find your sits bones here, sit up nice and tall. And without too much work in the hands, rotate from center, exhale. And then plant that back hand, right? Left arm can wrap. And the leg presses into the arm and the arm presses back. If you even do that at all, so we don't want to crank on spine. And we'll stay here for some time. Grounding through the bottom. You need something to focus on. Maybe you rock the head side to side. Also soothing for the nervous system if today your mind is more active. If it's more still, you might find that's reflected in what you want for the body. And maybe you do not crave movement at all. But whatever serves, be curious here, explore, and get to know what works for you. Helps bring forward some calm. Few more breaths here. Another inhale. And exhale to return to center. Uncross the legs. Maybe you'd like to lengthen them out and fold again. Pause. Roll up through the spine. And this time, take that right leg, either keep it long or take it underneath the left one. And cross the left one over top. Sit up nice and tall. Use the strength of your center to exhale and rotate. And then place the hands. Let's really settle in to some silence here. Perhaps move the head. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in and out. Return your torso to center. Help uncross that leg. Maybe again, lengthen the legs out, either a fold or hands behind, open heart as you maybe move the feet. Roll through the femurs. And now draw the chair closer toward you. If you do like a blanket, you may want it as we start to really slow things down. Find your way onto your side and onto your back. And take the left foot or heel on the chair. That right leg can extend to the sky. Cross it over with a flexed ankle. That knee will open. And you might be able to find a figure four here, either sliding closer or further away from the chair. And we'll stay here for several minutes, mostly in silence. Feel your back body on the earth. Breathe into the hips. Final inhale. And exhale to remove that leg. You can use the hands as a support or not, as that right heel grounds onto the chair, or maybe that leg goes along. That calf can get massaged by the chair here. Rock it side to side. Does that shift anything in your breathing, in your experience? And now draw that right heel to kind of the edge of the chair. That left leg will go up, flex your ankle, cross it, and open the knee as much or as little as feels good. Again, slide closer or further from chair. And we will stay here. Take an inhale. Exhale. Soften a little deeper into the mat. Take another inhale. And exhale to uncross that left leg, heel on chair, or lengthen leg to find the back of the calf, a little rock of leg side to side. And then pause just as you are. So knees could be bent, legs could be long. In this chair version of our Savasana. So take your rest here with or without the chair. Here's your attention right now. Notice. And then gently direct your attention where you'd like it to be. Perhaps that's on the breath. The sensation of ebb and flow of the breath. As it lifts the chest and front of the body up. And then with the exhale, allows it to heavy, heavy, heavy. Inhale, light, light, light. Exhale, release, release, release. Allow the ground to support you. Everything melts away, heavy, grounded. Widen the breath into the sides of the ribs now for a few rounds. Another inhale. And then exhale to start to wiggle through the fingers. Maybe those calves that might be on the chair rock side to side, massaged by the chair seat. And then lengthen those legs out and then hug into chest. Maybe lengthen again to sky and hug into chest. Let's just do that 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rebend. Plant those feet down on the mat. Scooch away from chair a little here. Arms can extend, maybe a little windshield washer with the legs. Until you roll toward me. A tiny little ball. Take a breath in. And exhale, use that top hand to press yourself up to seated. Roll the shoulders. Arms can reach up. Hands draw down to the forehead. May our thoughts come from our hearts. Hands to the mouth and throat. May our words be kind yet empowered. And hands to the heart where compassion lies. May we come from this space in what we do, say, think. Thank you for this practice. Sat Nam. You enjoyed this class, you might enjoy the Yin playlist or subscribe to keep up to date on postings. Consistently, it's been every Friday I think I switched to Fridays about a year ago, every Friday, and then every other Wednesday is a Pilates workout. So take care and we'll see you soon.